Hello everyone, welcome to this new podcast number 4. We will talk about economic area today. Where is your economic area? Okay, if you don't know who I am, my name is Mr. Blower. I choose this name because I want to be known, and also because my goal is to improve my level in English to reach the level B1 to C1. That's the goal. Okay, about the economic area, each continent have an economic area, okay, and depend where are you located. But what is important to know is, for example, if you're from North America, Canada, or USA, there is an economic area, for sure. For example, if you are located in the West, the best economic area is Los Angeles, between Los Angeles and San Francisco. This is the place where there is the money, okay? If you are located in the center of the country, you are located in the wrong place. The most important economic area in North America, okay, is between Washington DC to Boston and through by New York. In New York, this is the economic center of USA, of United States, but not only United States. New York City, this is the economic center of North America and maybe in the world. Every financial institution like stock market, Nasdaq, and so on, they are located in New York. Why? Because this is the place, the economic place in USA. And you must to understand that. If you want to make money, and for example, you are an American person, you want to make money, you must to be located between Boston, New York, or Washington DC. Between these three cities, you must to be there. For example, if you're from Canada, okay, you will have a better economic opportunity in Toronto than in Calgary. Why? Because Toronto is closer than New York than Calgary. It's far away. Calgary in Canada, this city is important, yes, but this city is close to nothing. The strategic position is close to nothing. And Toronto is the economic center of Canada and also is close to New York. And all this northeast area is really important. Boston, Washington DC, New York, and Toronto. And that's the point for the North America. For example, we talk about Latin America. Now, if you're from Latin America, and imagine you speak Spanish, what is the economic area of Latin America? Some people, they will talk about Mexico. Okay, Mexico, yes, this is an economic area. For the center of America, maybe this is the most important economic area. If you want to stay in the center of America, like Latin America, yes, Mexico, this is the best place. But if you from the south of South America, what is the most important economic area in South America? The most important economic area in South America is between Sao Paulo in Brazil and Buenos Aires in Argentina. If you are located between them, you will make a lot of money and you are located in the good place, in the right place. Between Sao Paulo and Buenos Aires in Argentina, there is Uruguay. There is a country, the name is Uruguay. Uruguay, this country is one of the most rich country in South America. Some people say, oh, Uruguay is this is the Switzerland of South America. If some people say this is the Switzerland of South America, those mean what? Those mean the cost of living is expensive And also, the safety is very well, and this country give more opportunity than other, more economic opportunity than other. Because I am French, and Switzerland, when we talk about Switzerland, we think about money. We think about, there in Switzerland, there is more economic opportunity. This is better to live in Switzerland than to live in France. We earn more money in Switzerland. Yes, exactly. Uruguay, this is the same. All these area, if you have a map close to you, if you are interested by the South America, I really recommend you to be between Sao Paulo and Buenos Aires. And Uruguay, like Montevideo, it's a good place. This is the economic area of South America. Now, talk about Africa. Okay, talk about Africa. You will ask me, what is the economic area in Africa? Let me to talk about just how Africa works. In Africa, this is a huge continent. Okay, this is a huge continent, and in Africa there is 5 countries. Honestly, 5. We talk about the big 5. If you have been in Africa, and for example, like a safari, people talk about the big 5. What is the big 5? This is the biggest 5 animals that the most tourists want to see. Example, lion, hyena, rhinoceros. I think the guépard. Yeah, I don't know if it's correct when I say guépard, because I say guépard in French. I try to put an English accent. And also the elephant. Yes, this is the biggest 5 animal that the tourists want to see when they visit Africa. When they go for a safari, they want to see the big 5. Okay, and in Africa, the big 5, the most rich country is Nigeria. Okay, Nigeria, South Africa, Egypt. Okay. And also after that, Algeria and Morocco. This is the big 5. The big 5. This is the 5 biggest economy in Africa. Okay, but to be totally honest, if you ask me which African country is the most rich, is South Africa. It's difficult because unfortunately in Africa, the country they are not close to. It's not like North America. I can tell you, in North America there is an economic area. In Latin and South America as well, between Sao Paulo and Buenos Aires. In North America, between Washington DC to Boston. But in Africa, unfortunately, I cannot tell there is an economic area. I can tell you, like, depend the country. Like in Africa, for example, South Africa, this is the most rich country in the continent, for this continent of Africa. And the economic area of South Africa, this is Johannesburg. If you are a South African person, or if you are interested by South Africa, for sure, the most powerful economic city in South Africa, this is Johannesburg. For Nigeria, the economic center, this is Lagos. For Egypt, the economic center of Egypt, this is Cairo. Cairo, this is the most powerful city in Egypt. For example, for Morocco, the most touristic place, maybe this is Marrakesh. And I really think as well, the most economic powerful place in Morocco, this is Marrakesh as well. Tanger can be interesting, and maybe other city like Casablanca can be interesting as well. For Algeria, I think Alger, the capital, is the most important economic place in Algeria. Some people they would say Oran can be interesting as well, but Alger is the most powerful economic place for Algeria. And what you should to understand is, in Africa there is no really economic area in Africa. Depend of the country that you target. And if you target the most rich country in Africa, this is South Africa, for sure. South Africa, Nigeria, and Egypt, this is the big three. And Algeria and Morocco, this is the outsider. Okay? Now, talk about Europe. Europe, I'm from France, okay? And this is very easy for me to answer this question. What is the economic area in Europe? The economic area in Europe, this is between London to Milan. The name of this area is European megalopole. You must to click about this European megalopole. If you target, okay, if you target to I'd say European megalopolis, like some people say there is a different name for to say this economic area in Europe. Some people talk about blue banana. This is really funny, right? Talk blue banana. Click on Google or another browser research, for example Yahoo or whatever. Okay, just click and search blue banana or European megalopole or European megalopolis. If you click this, you will have the schema of the economic area in Europe, and you will see this is between London to Milan. And between London to Milan and this megalopole area, this economic, the most powerful economic area in Europe, they flew by Belgium, Brussels, by Netherlands, like Amsterdam, by Germany, like Frankfurt, Cologne, by Switzerland, like Zurich, like Bern, and by Italy, like Milan. And if you are located there, you will have more economic opportunity to make money as an entrepreneur, but also as an employee. There is no equivalence of this economic area in Europe. This is the most powerful economic area in Europe by far. Okay, for example, 10 years ago, I don't know if actually, because in UK there was the Brexit, but before London was the economic place in Europe. Every finance people who work in the finance, people who are a trader, they are located in London. Today, maybe they are in Paris, or maybe they are in Frankfurt, in Germany. But what I want to say, for example, talk about the European Parliament. The European Parliament are located in Brussels, and some of them, I think there is another parliament. They are located in Strasbourg, in France. But where is Strasbourg? Strasbourg is located in the East France. East France, and guess what? Strasbourg is inside of the blue banana. That's why click, if you are interested by Europe, click blue banana, okay, on Google, and you will see what is the economic area of Europe. Okay, now let's finish by Asia continent. Okay, Asia continent, this is the most populated continent in the world. Okay, if you are interested by Asia, okay, you must to search the circle of Valérie Pieris. You will ask me, what is the circle of Valérie Pieris? Okay, this circle of Valérie Pieris, this is an area, okay, or Valérie Pieris circle. This is an area, you put Hong Kong, and around Hong Kong of 3,000 kilometers, and then you have your circle of Valérie Pieris. This area, this is the most powerful economic area in the world. Yes, more powerful than New York, Boston, and Washington, D.C. Yes, this is for me, this is a surprise as well. But this is the case. This is the most economic powerful area in the world. And in this area, what do you have? You have the east part of China, okay? For example, China, the 10 biggest port of import-export in the world, they are located in China. You have a port of Japan, like Tokyo, Osaka. You have a port of Korea, like Seoul. You have a port of Vietnam. You have Thailand. You have Singapore. You have Malaysia, and so on. Okay, and this is the most powerful economic area in the world. But depend what is your profile, of course. If, for example, and also in this Valérie Pieris circle, you have a port of India. Okay, depend what is your profile. For example, imagine you are an entrepreneur. Of course, you're starting your career. Why do you want to live in Singapore? No sense. Okay, no sense to live in Singapore. Too much expensive. As an entrepreneur, you can get a better lifestyle if you're located in Thailand, if you're located in Cambodia, if you're located in Philippines, for example. Okay, or in Indonesia, like Bali. A lot of remote workers, they are located in Bali. Why? Because the cost of living is less expensive. That's it. Okay? But if you are a salary person, a salaryman or salary woman, makes sense to be located in Singapore or Hong Kong. Okay? Because your income will be better and you will saving a lot. And you are located inside of the Valérie Pieris circle. This area, this is the most powerful economic area in the world. Okay? There is another economic area. Nobody talk about that, but I will talk. Previously, maybe 10 minutes ago, I talked about Africa, I talked about the Big Five. Do you remember about the Big Five? Okay. Now I will talk about the Big Four. Yeah, this expression is famous because 20 or 25 years ago, I love football, okay? I love the Premier League. And people talk about the Big Five because Arsenal, Liverpool, Chelsea, and Manchester United was the Big Four, biggest club in UK. And I will talk about the Big Four in the Middle East, the famous Big Four of Middle East. What is the Big Four? The Big Four of Middle East is Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Kuwait, and Emirat, like Dubai, Saudi Arabia, like Riyadh, and so on. Okay, this is the Big Four in Middle East. If you are interested by Middle East, can be a good option, especially if you are a salary person or if you are an entrepreneur but a comfortable entrepreneur. Sorry, I am not English native speaker. I try to speak English. This is a lot of effort for me. Okay, please be indulgent. Yes, this is the Big Four of Middle East. Okay. And if you want to make money, for example, as an entrepreneur, for me, I think, and if you are comfortable, the best place, I think this is Dubai or maybe Abu Dhabi. One of between them, they are both really good. But if you are a salary person, maybe depends what is your qualification. But maybe Kuwait can be a good option too. Bahrain can be a good option too. And of course, Saudi Arabia can be a good option too. Okay? That's it for this video. I hope you learned a lot of information. See you soon. And ciao. Bye-bye.